It's a very unforgettable moment for me because I am being a young lawyer. I have been accompanied with Perarivalan for a long time.
You believe that the governor sending the petition, the mercy petition to the president was actually the biggest mistake which worked in your favor.
Governor has no independent authority or no independent mind to decide anything. I strongly felt and I believe that Thiyagarajan factors and K.T. Thomas statements were make this happen behind the scenes. Nalini's role and on the whole assassination is very limited, and he's true on that. We want to talk about the actual culprits of the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. No mark of foreign angle of the assassination has been investigated. He'll ask, when will my son come? I'll say, Amma, wait for some time. We are working on it. What is this? Every time I'm saying, I'm asking this, you are saying that we are working on it.
It was in 1991 that 19-year-old Arivu or Perarivalan was arrested for being a part of the conspiracy to kill former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. In 1999, the death sentence was upheld by the Supreme Court. 31 years later, on May 18, 2022, the Supreme Court released Perarivalan. Joining me today is Prabu Balasubramanian. Prabu is someone who approached Arivu as a college student saying, I want to help you. He continued being his lawyer for more than a decade and was instrumental in securing Perarivalan's release. Thank you, Prabu, for joining the News Minute. You have read the judgment. The Supreme Court has clearly said that the governor of Tamil Nadu was not right in sitting on the mercy petition. What is your reaction to the judgment?
Yeah, it's very good. Actually, it's an expected one because most of this observation given in the judgment has been expressed by the judges at the time of hearing itself. So it's an expected one, and we are very happy for that 142 release given to Perarivalan because he deserves the release, I guess, because for the past 4 to 5 years, we working with Gopal Shankar Narayanan and other lawyers, we have been trying for this 142 release because almost we have knocked every dose of administrative side, and in 2018, government of Tamil Nadu has taken a firm decision and recommended our release to the governor. Unfortunately, it has not been uh, taken in a serious note, and it has been kept pending from the governor side. He raised a question of competency and all. Even though we know that it is not at all permissible under law, governor has made his point by saying that I am not a competent person to do this, and president is the competent person, which is not right, and the judgment established all the possible ways of that. It's a very unforgettable moment for me because I am being a young lawyer. I have been accompanied with Perarivalan for a long time, and when I was a student in college, and I wrote a letter to him wishing him for a birthday. He replied me by saying that you don't want to wish me, please work for me, and I have accompanied him from that stage. So I'm very happy for the day which there was a release for him under 142 for his conduct in the prison, for his educational qualification when he was in prison, and for his good behavior in prison. So it's very happy for me. Personally,
In
I
fact,
have gained a lot in this.
In fact, I was reading an article which AG Perarivalan wrote, in which he said that I wish my brother Prabu Ramasubramanian was with me when the judgment was given, but he was in Delhi dealing with other cases. This was an Indian Express article. Tell me more about your relationship with Perarivalan.
He want to work 24/7. He will work for himself. He will work for his friends. He'll work for his inmates. He always think about others' pain, others' struggle, and all. The basic reason is this: he grown up in a family which lot of love and affection. His father is a teacher, and his sisters are very lovable to him. Suddenly, into 1991 June, he has been snatched away from all his happiness. So he want to gain the happiness by whatever way which he can acquire. So he used to be working for all prisoners. For instance, we used to meet him in prison, superintendent office at prison, Vellore prison. Once he came with two people. They were two inmates. They were around 60 to 65 years old. He said that they want to meet you, Prabhu. I said, for what? He said they are all their SLP has been dismissed in Supreme Court, and they want to do something. They want to file something else in Supreme Court. And I suggested that Prabhu will come to meet me next week. You come, we will meet him in the prison. And I have we met on the day. I said review scope is very limited in Supreme Court, so filing review is useless. You can better we will try for remission and other things, and we'll do that. At that time, he introduced a person. His name is Rajan. He is a Sri Lankan nation. He has been convicted for a case which happened in the year 1988. He is the senior most person in Vellore prison. He said he has not preferred so appeal in Supreme Court. We want to take care of his case also. Then I received the judgments and other things and all. Then he keep on insisting us to file a case for him. We get to know that he has been convicted for a provision of Arms Act which has been lapsed 10 years before, which means he has been convicted for 27(3) of Arms Act, which is repealed by struck down by the Supreme Court in the year 2006. So we get to know that after receiving the papers, and we filed a petition for him. This happened because of Arivu, and he insisted us to engage a senior lawyer, and we engaged Rakesh Dwivedi in that matter because we need justice to be done to the fellow, to that person. The matter is pending. He will be about to release in the month of July. All things have been put on place, so it's easy. So I'm just giving you an example. Arivu will work for his inmates. He'll always think about others. So I have been educated by Arivu, and I have been benefited by getting his intellectness of on all ways. So actually I can't think about my professional life or professional way of being a lawyer without Arivu Perarivalan. I guess it is very close to my heart in the sense.
How difficult has this journey been for you and for Arivu? Because this is not the first petition. You've been to the Supreme Court multiple times, tossed between the High Court and the Supreme Court. And there was a time in 2014 when J. Jayalalitha did want them to be released, but she gave a 3-day gap to the union government to make a decision.
Yeah, but we have been victimized on this long journey for multiple times. There is as per constitution, all are equal before law. That is the constitution which have been elicited for us. But unfortunately, that is not true in a right hands, because uh, every individual, every lawyer, every person who have been approached by us in this case have been prejudiced by the victim of this case, because he's a former prime minister. And it's true that it's a kind of unacceptable act done by anyone of this country. That's different, but we have been prejudiced on every aspect. But fortunately, we have guided by good lawyers, good seniors. We have been accommodated by good senior advocates. In this case, particularly, we have been we these three Murugan, Santan, and Pererivalan were in death row. We approached one Yugmohit Chaudhary. He is a lawyer from Bombay. He's a kind of a man who can deal any kind of criminal cases in this country, and he's a very efficient criminal lawyer also. So we approached him without knowing anything about the death penalty jurisprudence. He is the one who fought for us till 2016. Initially, Yugmohit Chaudhary taken all the burdens on his shoulders. Then we have been taken care by Mr. Ram Jethmalani, a man of a human. He has never shown his face for us. He has never shown his back for us on anything. He will always receive us in a smiling face. Oh, what happened? What happened? No, it has been listed tomorrow. Okay, we will meet in the court tomorrow. Or he'll call us. I will be. We have been taken breakfast, lunch, dinner on his home for months, because we are under the preparation for final hearing on his residence only. Even lakhs and lakhs of paying claims will be out in the waiting for him outside his chamber. He'll keep on discussing our case inside this room. So Ram Jethmalani has played a major role for commutation, and he is the one who made it. Then post commutation stage, Yug Chaudhary taken the burden back, and he fought for the constitution bench judgment and all. After that, we approached Gopal Shankar Narayanan, who is the hero of this judgment. He is the one who put forward all his ideas for us, and he is the one guided us in a proper way. Because of him, this happened. It's a very thin line drawn between the uh, role of the governor and the power of the court to direct a governor. Being a governor, he has been covered by all immunity by the constitution. So it is not easy to direct a governor from a court of law. So uh, Gopal Shankara Narayanan is the man behind all this judgment, and he is the one taken care of us, and he is the one who tirelessly put his effort on this case.
So, Prabhu, Gopal Shankar Narayan's main position in the court was that the governor cannot transfer a mercy petition to the President of India, and that the governor is bound by the cabinet's decision. And that's
Yeah.
something which the court has upheld now, right?
Yes. Yes. Actually, this started when the matter was taken up in the month of January 2021. Sorry, January 2020. Justice Nageshwar Rao's bench taken this matter, and we have been appearing for Perarivalan. Additional Solicitor General of India is appearing for CBI in this matter. They have filed a status report saying that these are all the developments happened in Rajiv Gandhi assassination investigation. It has been shown to us with the permission of the court. Gopal Shankar Narayanan has seen all the pages of the status report, and he replied the court that it's nothing new developed. From 2011, the same report has been reprinted and placing before your lordship. It's very unfortunate, but they are not that much serious. A kind of comments have been made by Gopal. At that time, Justice Nageshwar Rao told Gopal Shankar Narayanan that, Mr. Gopal, you are not going to get anything from the CBI. What is your intention? What do you want? He suddenly said, I need my release, my lords. I need a release. How can we release? Then Gopal asked Nageshwar Rao, sir, Justice Nageshwar Rao, that, my lords, my 161 petition is pending before the governor. It has been the cabinet recommendation has been sent to the governor on 9/9/2018. Since then, for the past 2 years, no call has been taken by the governor. Then he called government additional advocate general of Tamil Nadu, counsel, one Balaji Srinivasan is the counsel at the time. He is the additional brigade general. He called Balaji Srinivasan. Justice Nageshwar Rao asked Balaji Srinivasan about the stage of the recommendation. He said, we have recommended, it's pending before governor. We have no clue on that. Then he impliedly stated him that, Mr. Srinivasan, you please ensure that your recommendation has been honored by the governor. It's your duty to ensure the recommendation should be honored. In that point of time, Gopal has asked for a request to file an application in this regard. Then we converted the litigation towards release. Before that, the litigation is related to the effective monitoring of Rajiv Gandhi assassination investigation.
So,
So,
so that's really
Gopal,
interesting. You're saying that one day in court, where Justice
yes,
Nageshwara made this comment and asked the state authorities, that's how the case itself got
yes,
converted to one
yes,
of release.
yes, that's true. Yes, that's
Hmm.
true. Then Gopal asked for. We have moved an application as advised by Gopal, and the application very clearly mentioned that it's a governor has went beyond his limit. He can't sat on a file recommended by the cabinet decision because, as per Maruram, governor has no independent authority or no independent mind to decide anything. He is kind of a shorthand to the government of state government, and council of ministers headed by the chief minister is the ultimate decision makers of the on this issue. So he should not do that. This is the application which have been moved by us, and we have almost argued the application for a day and a half, and at the end of the in January 21st, 2021, Solicitor General appeared on behalf of Governor and asked for 2 3 days time. And at that time, we thought the governor is going to take a call. Then subsequently, it has been this the whole recommendation has been sent to the president, which is unconstitutional and illegal as per the yesterday's judgment. And governor has made a remark saying that I have no competency on this, that, and all. So the question of state cabinet's decision want to be taken in a serious note has been raised by Gopal Shankar Narayanan and the date of hearing itself, and we got a completely extensive judgment on that. It has been approved by Supreme Court, and obviously it will be benefited to all six others also, because the recommendation is for the whole seven prisoners in this case.
So, Prabhu, just to interrupt you there, do you believe that the governor sending the petition, the mercy petition, to the president was actually the biggest mistake which worked in your favor?
Yes, I completely agreeing with you. That is the biggest mistake done by the governor, which means done by the authorities, and it made us in a comfort zone to get this order, because once Supreme Court felt, once the court wants to interfere in this matter, there is two-way possible for that. One, they can, if they find that it's a too long pendency, then they can ask for reconsideration within a stipulated time. Or the second other way is the 142 release. But we got 142 release because it has been sent to the president, and if the remand order was directed to the concerned authority by the Supreme Court, it will take long time for getting all the files and procuring all the other documents. So judges have been convinced by our arguments, and that is the reason the order of Governor of Tamil Nadu dated 25/1/2021 is a major reason for our victory yesterday, it seems, I guess.
So one thing I've been very curious about now in Perarivalan's case alone, not in the other six, there has been a lot of ambiguity about whether he's innocent or guilty. And there is this affidavit filed by the former CBI officer Thiyagarajan saying that he did not record half the confession. Why were those things not used in this petition before the Supreme Court?
Actually, it's all on record. Our affidavit of Tyagarajan is on record in the application. Justice Thomas has given an interview, has given a statement saying that confession can't be used for his conviction. So all these all these beneficiary circumstances have been given in the application, but Supreme Court taken care of, Supreme Court has been noted the conduct and the long incarceration on the judgment. The problem is this, because once the conviction or a merit of the case has been taken care by the Supreme Court judgment, it will be per incuriam, because it will affect the earlier judgment. So that is the reason. I think that would be the reason these factors have not been taken care. But anyway, we got a 142 release, and I strongly felt and I believe that Tyagarajan factors and KT Thomas statements were make this happen behind the scenes.
So then, would that, because you believe that these statements also had a role to play in
Yes.
Perarivalan's release, that would not apply to the other six, right? But they can get released only on the basis the governor delayed it.
No, they can be released on their conduct. They can be released on their long incarceration. They can be released for their role in the society, that they will not be a menace to the society and all. Even though that's you know in every cases there will be some kind of specific points for each petitioner. So I think more points are there for others also, but unfortunately, Tyagarajan point can't be a major role for them. It's particularly for Arivu, because Tyagarajan has completely disowned his stand in Arivu's case. So uh, apart from Tyagarajan, all other aspects will be taken care for other convicts also.
And also, Murugan and Shantan were the members of the LTT, so they could be opposed, saying that their coming back into society can be a menace. But I was speaking to Justice K.T. Thomas yesterday. He was saying that in Nalini's case, he himself had said in the judgment itself in 1999 that she should only be given life term. So he believes that all of them should be released, and he was specifically saying that Nalini, I never thought should get the death penalty itself.
Yes, even it's a he's right. Nalini's role on the whole assassination is very limited, and he's true on that. But I don't think after 30 years of incarceration, the prisoner should be categorized on their role on crime and all, because the criminal jurisprudence and criminal justice system itself recommends for the rehabilitation and reformative angle of the individuals. Our penology of Indian penal system itself recommends for retribution, rehabilitation. So we can't make them victim for their past histories and all. I think all seven would be benefited on this issue, I guess.
But Prabhu, do we as society not understand reformative justice? Because yesterday, a lot of the reactions were from the families of others who died with Rajiv Gandhi, and they are all very upset. They are saying that that Perarivalan should not have been released. In fact, Congress has been saying that, BJP has been hinting it, but everybody believes that life should be life.
Yes, you are right. Then I want to take up you for a little run to the case which have been pending before the Supreme Court, because yesterday's judgment is related to our release, but the actual case which you fought for the actual culprits of Rajiv Gandhi assassination, because Rajiv Gandhi assassination is not at all an inside job, as someone said in their book. It's a kind of assassination benefited by various political organizations of this country, by various political personalities of this country, and various political interests have been taken care. Various foreign countries, foreign intelligence agencies have been involved in this case, and more than 22 years from 2000, 2000, from 2022, still the investigation is pending. So fixing someone and or putting someone behind the bars for 30 years will serve the purpose of punishing the actual culprits of Rajiv Gandhi is no more. So I don't think if someone talks about the victims who have been dying who have been died with Rajiv Gandhi, then we want to talk about the actual culprits of assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, because it's a huge debate, Tanya, because we have been reading the status report from 99 to 2021 of Rajiv Gandhi assassination investigation case. Yet no mark of foreign angle of the assassination has been investigated. No invention of IED, improvised explosive device, procurement of improvised explosive device have been investigated. Even letter of rogatory has not been written to this country in a kind of serious case like Rajiv Gandhi assassination. So it's all about doubt. It's all about making someone as a scapegoat in this case. So please, if you are going to a debate of the victims in this case, we'll be going into in the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. We are also leaking our tears for Rajiv Gandhi. It's a unimaginable, unacceptable act done in this soil. I'm completely agreeing with that. But making me as a victim and punishing me for a long time for no reasons is not unacceptable. This is my humble view, because it has a mind, it has a multiple dimension. We have given a sealed cover before the Supreme Court, before Justice Gogai. Gopal Shankar Narayanan has given a sealed cover which contains the status report of the investigation in the year 2001 and the status report of 2011, which has no difference, no development, which has no kind of uh, new stories or new connections. Major period between 2001 and 2011 has been governed by Congress in this country.
My final question to you, Prabhu, is what is the role which Arpudam Ammal played? Because from 2014, when Jayalalitha decided that she will release all the convicts in the case, to 2018, when Edapadi Palaniswamy's cabinet said yes, all of them have to be released, to MK Stalin being chief minister and continuing in the same line in the court, what is the role that she played in convincing, I would say, all these political leaders?
Enormous. She used to call me every day at the time. She'll ask, when will my son come? I'll say, Amma, wait for some time. We are working on it. What is this? Every time I'm saying, I'm asking this, you are saying that we are working on it. What you are working? I want to see. I want to come to Delhi and see what you are doing. Because sometimes she's so childish, and sometimes she'll be like a horror bull. She used to think about his son on every minute, and she's the one tirelessly worked for his release. Uh, I think her energy, stamina towards this journey is unbelievable, because she used to travel in bus. She prefers only public transports, because she'll say, if I'm going in a bus, someone identified me and asked me about my case, I can explain them. She took every opportunity in her life to prevail justice, I guess, because she's a very conscious woman. She's kind of she went to every villages in Tamil Nadu. She has traveled a lot. She used to travel to the south end, to north end, to west end, to east end. She casually travels in government buses. She won't hesitate for anything. She won't even take proper clothing, proper accommodation. She won't expect anything for her propaganda. That is the real victory for Perarivalan. Because of her, Perarivalan got this release. I believe she will keep on calling every politician. They won't respond. She'll call me. What is this? He's not picking my phone. He's not picking my phone. She'll come to start complaints. I'll say, Amma, please wait for some time. There will be a time where politicians will call you and you will go not going to respond. Then after 2011 that happened. All politicians came for her solidarity, and she for because of this post 2009 scenario, the whole Tamil community has stood for Perarivalan and other Sikhs, and it has been materialized in a proper way, I guess.
Okay, thank you very much, Prabhu. So
Thanks a lot.
congratulations again, and of course, let's now see what happens to the other convicts if they are also going to apply for release. Thank you very much for speaking to the news
Thanks a lot,
minutes.
Danya. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.